PSHM4A. Comparison of Rizal and Morga's view of pre-colonial Filipino culture. Morga versus Rizal. Antonio de Morga Sanchez Garay was a Spanish soldier, lawyer, and high-ranking colonial official for 43 years in the Philippines, New Spain, and Peru, where he was president of Real Audiencia for 20 years. He was also a historian. Antonio de Morga short biography. Born 29 November 1559, Seville, Spain. Died July 21, 1636, Metropolitan District of Quito, Ecuador. Nationality Spanish. Education University of Salamanca. He graduated at the University of Salamanca in 1574. Doctorate in Canon Law 1578. He taught briefly University Osona, Kingdom of Seville, Spain. Later returned to Salamanca to study civil law. Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. So the first seven chapters mainly concern the political events during the terms of the first 11 Governor-General in the Philippines, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, 1565 to Pedro D. Aconia, June 1606. So chapter 8 gives description of the pre-Hispanic Filipino indispensable for Rizal, so it helps him reconstruct the pre-Hispanic Philippines. Note: in his preface to the Morga, Rizal states that he did not change a single word in the text, save those that required spelling in modern Spanish, orthography, or corrected punctuation. Rizal Morga. Noli me tangere in late February 1887, he realized the importance of the past as a tool to understand the present and eventually confront the future. August 1888, began to work on his country's history. Reinhold Rost, director of the India Office Library, British Museum, by the end of September 1889, Rizal brought the manuscript to Paris, so Rizal requests F. Blumentritt to write an introduction. Morga's views on Filipino culture. So government is expected. Morga was critical of the systems of the government, which he said barely existed because there was no powerful figure that ruled over communities, most of them coastal, each with its own set of leaders. So Rizal argued that it is better that way. Why should the communities be beholden to one ruler who didn't even live among them and was not familiar with their needs and problems? How could he have solved disputes, meet justice, implement policies if he didn't even live in the community? Natives. Morga was fascinated with the social organization of the natives. He described origins, differences, privileges of social classes, upward and downward mobility, inheritance of possession and titles. So Morga said that taking a bath with two whether might be dangerous to their health. Rizal emphasized that native women, unlike their European counterparts, never lost their noble titles. So in marriage, it was the groom who gave the bride's parents a dowry because they were losing a precious daughter. So Rizal believed that Indians are very careful not to take a bath during Shasta after luncheon first 2 days of Qatar. Language. Morga said that inasawa is a wife married to a native man. Rizal corrected that asawa is a term called the wife of a native man. Morga also said that a house with partners and children are called bahandin, while for Rizal, that in Tagalog a house is called pamamahay. Rizal said that it is impossible that bahandin has been printed for bahayin because it is an obsolete derivative. Lifestyle. Morga said laulaw is a very small fish which is netted. It is dried in the sun or air, and it is cooked in various ways. Rizal said laulaw is cooled in salted and dried sardines. Humorga seems to refer to tiwalis or dilas of Batangas. Daily living. Morga said that cotton was grown extensively in practically all the islands, which the natives sold as dried and woven fabrics to Chinese and other foreign merchants. Rizal clarified Morga must have been sinamay, which was woven from abaca thread that comes from the trunk, not the leaves. Social. Morga said that namamahay are those who help build their master house and serve frequently as helpers when there are guests and serve their masters when their masters requires them to without compensation. Rizal said that namamahay slaves still exist but they are now called kasama. Rizal and Morga have different views about our culture, but let us always remember that they have contributed a great deal to our country, which has given lessons and experiences to each of us today. Thank you and have a good day.